SBG enthusiasts from around the world, welcome back to the OHA. This is PNP, and it's a special PNP. Not so special in the fact that I missed last week's, but special in the fact of what we're going to be discussing today. So today's primary focus is obviously going to be on the upcoming event, which is going to be Council of the Wise, headed up by Derek and Ronan in Kitchener. They're going to be hosting this on behalf of the OSBGL. It's looking like a fun tournament, some really cool scenarios. There's a bunch of different features as well with regards to the power hour, the custom profiles that you were able to make up. But before I get into too much detail there, take care of a little bit of business. Today's beverage of choice, gentlemen, ladies, whoever's watching, it is a McClay's. This is the beer of my kin. For those of you who don't know, my family background is Scottish, and cheers to that. Let's give her a go. It's fine beer. Fine beer. Good job, boys. Keep it up over there. Way to be. Next formality, get out of the way. For more information with regards to any and all SBG events not hosted by the OHA, but hosted by the OSBGL, you're going to want to go over to the OSBGL Facebook group and make sure you join and like and follow those guys. They generally have monthly events. I know that traditionally we've kind of said that they are the competitive arm of the hobby in Ontario, but I don't think that that's so much the case. They've definitely been doing an excellent job of getting out and promoting the hobby and doing demos and things of that nature. So I think the best way moving forward to describe it would just be it's a Hobbit hobby hub. Go check them out. It's OSBGL, Ontario Strategy Battle Game League. Get on their group and you can follow everything that's going on. You can get information on Council of the Wise. And if you're available this weekend, November the 4th, definitely come on down to Kitchener and have a game. Very cool format. There is some really interesting things. There's a custom profile competition, which I think is awesome. There's an hour designated strictly to that, to try out the profiles and to play, which is really cool. I believe it's 3 games with 3 different scenarios. One of them has to do with dragons and attacking a dragon's nest, to which, if you read through, it gets progressively harder and harder. It's sort of waves of dragons attacking you, from what I can understand. You've got the 2 scenarios as well that we played in our bat reps. So it would be To the Death and the Red Arrow, I believe it was. Red Arrow? The Red Arrow? The one with the scouts. Anyways, it was a Nova 2016 special. Terrific scenario. Had a lot of fun playing it down here. And definitely one that we'll file away and keep for future events, because it was a lot of fun. So pop on over, check them out. Get on Derek's event. You can get up to date on all the latest happenings and get all the coverage from there. We will most certainly be doing some coverage from Council of the Wise this weekend. There will be a second PNP, as well as some travel vlog and content related to the event itself. Derek's got some really cool stuff lined up. I just saw a post there. His daughter's actually in the middle of baking, so there's going to be all kinds of goodies, which is going to be awful, because that's going to definitely cut into my toy budget, because I can't turn down a good baked good. So looking forward to it. There's a lot of people. I think you're almost up at 30. Some names that I definitely know from the community but have not met, so excited to finally meet some of those people. And particularly Adam from Blackfire, Lewis. There's a few other people that are sort of what I would call main OSBGL contributors, that are very active on the site, and it'll be great to finally meet those people. So definitely looking forward to it. The event, I'm sure it's going to be a blast. I hear that beer and wings are not far away, so maybe Saturday. That's something that can happen, which would be cool. Go hang out, talk SBG, talk hobby, and just chill over some beer and wings. That would be great. So let's talk about the Council of the Wise and the support that the OHA offered up for this event. I'm going to be adding some stills at the end of the video, and those are related to the 4 prizes that were painted up and built for the event. If you've been following the Facebook page and Instagram, you would have already seen them. They are the 4 blue wizards with the 4 custom terrain tiles, I guess would be the best way to call it. There'll be stills. You can follow through, have a look. There was a lot of fun stuff about that project that I really enjoyed. It got me out of my comfort zone. I was doing a desert as well as making another attempt at water effects, which finally turned out good. I've had a heck of a time with those, but this one actually worked out quite well. We were able to get some detail into the water itself, as well as adding sort of some undulation and character to the top of the water using Mod Podge. It all came together and worked quite well. Very happy with some of the products that I used on it with respect to the tufts. It might be time to do a review because I've got quite the collection of tufts, and there's some that I really like and there's some that I don't. So it might be time to do some coverage on that. But that being said, those 4 are completed and done, ready to go, packaged up, ready for the event. We were also going to be doing 3 battle mats, as seen on our channel. If you attended, whether it was Bog back in the summer or Scouring the West Farthing, you would have seen some of the battle mats in person. They're just basically the canvas with the acrylic coating. I was going to be doing 3 of those for Derek, however one met with complete disaster today. Basically it was a Mordor board, and I was trying to stitch in some lava flows directly into the mat and sculpt them in using unfortunately some silicone. It was pure silicone, and I didn't think about it, and I should have. And then obviously tapering it back to give it that gradual incline, make it look like the ground had heaved with the lava. The effect looked good as far as I was concerned. The trick was, because of that silicone, I wasn't getting the adhesion that I needed with the sand that I put on. And because of that, it created, I guess what you call fault line in the sand. So once you get a seam like that, it will start peeling back. It needs to be essentially completely sealed with the watered down PVA or spray adhesive, whatever you're going to use. And unfortunately with the silicone there, I just was not able to achieve that. So I'm a little disappointed about that, because I was really looking forward to that piece. I was looking to airbrush in the lava. There was some really cool stitching going on where it was, you had multiple flows coming into one, but still keeping playability. You could, I was going to add, various blackened spots all the way along to make it look like a crossing, so that it wasn't limiting the gameplay. And then of course, player's choice how you play that. But all in all, the effect was going to be pretty cool, so I'm a little bummed that that won't be done. But spoke to Derek today and came up with a game plan and figured out how we're going to rectify that and make sure he has the boards that he has. So I've got 2 more that I'm working on here, and they are basically at paint stage, which is nothing. That's very simple, straightforward, easy. The problem and the reason why I won't be able to get the other one done is the amount of time it takes to not so much cut the canvas but prep it. And apply the layers of acrylic caulking, particularly with that level of detail for the actual lava flow. It would just be way too much time, and then factoring in the drying time as well for the compound. There's just no way that I'd be able to meet the deadline. So I apologize for that, my friend, but we will definitely rectify it. So that's it for contributions for Council of the Wise, I do believe. We're bringing a few tables. George has got 2, I've got 2. There's some other bits and bobs that are going to be making the trip for Derek to use for the event. So, really hoping to just augment whatever he has there and tie it in and make sure everybody has some great tables to play on. So, once again, go check it out at the OSBGL site. That is Council of the Wise, November 4th in Kitchener, and you can get all the information you need over there. as far as everything else goes, hobby-wise, I've been very busy with life. Work has really picked up. This is sort of our busy season. So unfortunately, I haven't got the amount of painting done that I would like to get done. Even for example, the event, there was some models that I was kind of hoping I was going to get some paint on that I'd be able to use, but that is just not going to happen. I don't have the time to do it, so I'm going to have to make do with what I've got in the cabinet, which is no big deal. That's going to be just fine. So, on a personal note, really looking forward to Friday. Heading down. Kitchener is my hometown, so I'm going to get to see some friends and family. So really looking forward to the weekend, doing the travel vlogs, bringing you guys along. That's always something that I really enjoy. I know George is coming, I believe, Saturday morning, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to head over Friday night and give Derek a hand setting up, drop off some of the stuff that I have, get things sort of set up and ready to go. And then, maybe if somebody's up for it, go for a beer. That'd be awesome. So, other than that, I can't really. There's not a whole lot to talk about this round. There's some stuff that we're saving for next round. There's some preliminary information about Hot Lead and the event at Hot Lead. Some of you may have noticed the video that went up. I mistakenly made the claim that we were going to be the first 3-day event, and I was definitely wrong on that. I had completely forgotten the Desolation of Ottawa was a 3-day event. So Derek and Taylor were kind enough to point that out, so we could get on there and rectify that right away, because we definitely don't want to be taking credit for something we didn't do. So that was nipped in the bud, but it is still a 3-day event. It will be the OHA's first 3-day event, and we're certainly looking forward to it. We're still a little fuzzy on the composition of the event, whether it will be a 2-day GT or if it is only going to be a single day GT with sort of light, fluffy, casual things going on the Friday and the Sunday for those who are willing to stay 2 nights. Obviously, we're not ignorant to the fact that that's a definite cost increase when you look at spending 2 nights in a hotel. I certainly hope that for those of you who are attending and are going to spend the evening or evenings on site, that you're able to bunk up with somebody and help keep those costs to a minimum. But we want to make sure that we've got some great Hobbit turnout, and really use Hot Lead as an opportunity to catapult the game into sort of the limelight that I think it deserves. It is a terrific game, terrific hobby, terrific community. And anything we can do to promote it, that's what we want to do. So look for more information to come on that, but that's sort of where we're at the moment with regards to the composition of the event, and then of course the cost. As we identify the fact that it's a convention, and we really want to be able to give you guys the time to enjoy the convention, because there's so much to see and do at Hot Lead that it would be a shame to take a day like the Saturday, which is the prime day at Hot Lead. It's the biggest, it's the best day that you can find convention wise. So we want to make sure that you guys all have some time to enjoy that. So we're trying to set up a schedule to accommodate that, I guess would be the best way to put it, while still making sure that we get a larger scale event in, be it a 4-game or a 5-game or whatever it ends up being. So I certainly hope that whatever we do come up with, that it obviously doesn't negatively affect anybody in any way. But I think that we definitely want it to be a little more marquee and a little bigger than what we had at KegsCon. Just because the venue's bigger, everything's bigger, there's going to be more people there. All in all, it's just a prime opportunity to show off this terrific game and system. So, that being said, we may have, a new, I don't want to say new, because some people have already been doing battle companies like Dawn, but we may have a new version of battle companies to play. So maybe that's a possibility. Maybe the Friday night is a battle companies night, or Friday and Sunday is a battle companies day. We'll see where it lands, but judging by the releases that were posted from the I think it's Spiel, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but a convention in Germany. There was some information that came out about that. Hopefully, and then again, I think Friday actually in this edition of White Dwarf, there's going to be a write-up about battle companies, or at least Middle Earth content period, which is exciting to see it making its way back into White Dwarf. But it's quite possible that we could have a new rule set / book ready to go to field and test at Hot Lead, which would be exciting, especially given the premise of battle companies, how quick and fluid that game is. I'm sure GW is going to do a terrific job building it, and it may be just the type of game we need to draw in some new players, something quick, something fun, something thematic, get it set up on some great tables and kick her into high gear and recruit some people. So lots of different options, lots of different things being discussed and talked about. We're just thrilled that the folks at Hot Lead wanted to have us. So thank you, James. Appreciate the nod and allowing us to contribute to your terrific event. So I think that's it. That's it for this PNP. We're going to be back later in the week with another one. Go check out Derek's event. Go check out the OSBGL Facebook group. Get on there so you can get notified and get up to date. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys later on in the week. Cheers.